Question po to Pastor Joseph about the Bible and religion. The Bible is already known to be deeply outdated. Although I don't want the word outdated, I would say there are things in the Bible that are no longer applicable or relevant. So, is it ever going to be possible to hope for an intelligent revision according to modern times without the institutional misogyny and homophobia? Homophobic and misogynistic interpretations have been most rampant interpretations, so much so that they are not myths but religious facts to a staggering majority. So maraming bagay sa Biblia ang hindi na applicable or relevant sa panahon natin ngayon because in the different books of the Bible that compose the Bible are human products of their ancient time. So specifically, many things in Leviticus, many things in Deuteronomy, the book of Numbers, hindi na natin sinusunod, hindi na natin ginagawa today, especially as Christians. Marami ring mga practices na hindi na natin ginagawa but was sanctioned by the Bible or is part of the context of the ancient society where and when the books of the Bible were written, like child marriages. Pag ang batang babae ay nagkaregla na, the age of 13, 14 years old, pwede na siyang ipakasal ng kanyang tatay sa isang lalaking who is napakalaki ng agwat ng edad nila. Ngayon, wala nang gagawa nun, di ba? No one among us here in the Philippines will have a child, a daughter, 14 years old, be married to someone 20, 30 years older than her. But that was the case in the Bible. So I agree with you. There are many things in the Bible that are no longer applicable and relevant. We are no longer doing them. Even the most conservative of Christians, despite their claim to biblical obedience, actually do not obey or follow many things in the Bible. Because, again, they're no longer applicable or relevant to our times today. Ngayon, meron bang pag-asa for intelligent revision? Ano ba yung inire-revise? I don't think revision is the correct term. There is a way for intelligent diskurso, pag-uusap, pag-aaral. And for the past 200, 300 years, a modern approach to biblical scholarship has been evolving and developing. And we have centers of biblical scholarship, many of them in the West and in Europe, but we also now have others here in Asia, like in South Korea, Yonsei University, kung saan yung Global Institute for Theology, kung saan nagtapos ng doctorate yung feminist professor ko. So there are centers of academic studies of scripture and theology. So meron, and it's been happening for the past 200 years, 300 years, diskurso, an intelligent academic discourse on theology and scripture. Yun lang, yes, talagang hindi nakakarating sa majority yung diskurso ng mga scholars. Merong gap. And I don't know about other churches, but with our church, we try to bring those discourses, those information, what the scholars, biblical translators have been discovering, studying, articulating for the last 200 years. So we try to bring that into our ministry, in our Christian education, at ito nga, sa videong ito. And through that, we will be able to reach out to people, to update their method of critical thinking and method of critical reflection about the Bible, about God, about theology. I see your frustration. We are also frustrated, but we try our best wherever, whenever to bring intelligent discourse or revision, intelligent revision, as you said, to as many as we can reach. But I also want to say that the Bible is, in as much as marami siyang mga hindi na applicable things based on its ancient pre-modern context, there are also things in the Bible that are transcendent. When the Bible talks about justice, generosity, and welcome, to strangers, foreigners, uplifting the poor and the oppressed, when the Bible talks about equality, kindness, compassion, love, when the Bible talks about community and common good, those things are relevant and applicable in any place, in any situation, in any generation. Part ng critical thinking natin is how to excavate those messages from the Bible and how do we make them contextually relevant and applicable to our time today, given our many modern situations, issues, and struggles. I hope I don't offend you, but what is your stand on homosexual acts? Does your church forbid it? No, we don't forbid it. So, homosexuality cannot be separated from the desire, and the desire cannot necessarily be separated for the acts, yung tinatawag nilang acts.